Alright, hey, this is Hans the Ramen Rater. I've tried almost 3,000 different varieties of instant noodles, and now I'm giving you some of my expertise so you can enjoy yours a little bit more. So today we have one that I've enjoyed for a long time. It's been on the top 10 list before. This is Mama Shrimp Creamy Tom Yum from Thailand. And yeah, let's get this going. So this isn't one you cook and boil, you steep it, which means it's kind of like tea. You just put the noodle block in there in boiling water and let it sit, usually in the bowl that you're going to enjoy the noodles out of. I think going this route is a little bit easier. That's kind of like just how I like to do on these. Here, let's have a look. See, there's the pot right there. And so let's drop the noodles in. This was just boiling. Come on. Oh, dude. There you go. Oh, mess. I can't stand mess. Here's a powder sachet. Might be wondering, why is the Tom Yum creamy? Well, usually, and this is something I was told, I don't know for 100% sure if this is true, but it seems logical. They boil the heads of shrimp, and when that happens, you get this lovely kind of cream that comes to the top, like a bubbly thing, and I think they cull that off the top of a pot and then add it to regular Tom Yum broth. I think. I could be totally wrong about that. There's also a paste sachet. So here we go. Yeah, I got to visit these guys in 2015 and got to visit their rice noodle factory and their wheat noodle factory. I've been to where they make this stuff, and I'll tell you what. First off, these are like the absolute nicest people they're really cool people. Thailand is an absolutely beautiful place too. And one thing you should know if you're ever visiting Thailand, really, you don't need to bring a coat. It's hot. Anyways, this goes for 3 minutes. Here's 3 minutes on the timer. Let's make sure you can see that. Alright, so let's see. Thailand curry or Tom Yum. So Tom Yum, if you've never had it, has kind of it's spicy, a little bit tomatoey in a way sometimes. It's got lemongrass in it, so that gives it a citrus kind of hit. And the one thing about Thai noodles, people often ask me what do I look for in a noodle, and I usually just tell them what I don't look for. I don't like spongy noodles. I don't like crumbly noodles. But then there's an asterisk, because the noodles that come out of Thailand invariably do have a crumble to them, but it works. These are noodles like that. They also, which is kind of interesting, they hit a certain point and they won't suck up any more water, which I don't know how they're doing that, but I'll tell you right now, it's not wax on the noodles. That's another story. I'll just tell you that one. So there are a lot of weird little urban myths that people ask me about. Is there wax in instant noodles? I've heard there's wax. So why would there be wax in instant noodles is what I always ask them. So, well, they say it's to keep the noodles separated. Well, as soon as you boil wax, what happens? It melts. That's just going to go to the top. It doesn't make any sense. Another one is if you boil MSG, it becomes highly like a neurotoxin or something like that. It's like, wow, there's a lot of people that are eating neurotoxin that are totally immune to it. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And yeah, So, a lot of urban myths, and I honestly think it kind of seems like more of a food shaming thing. There's a lot of people who really can't. I mean, I love to eat instant noodles. I love to sample all these different flavors from around the world. That's my hobby. But for people who don't have a ton of money, this is part of why I do this. Because, you don't have a ton of money. Oh my. If you don't have a ton of money, he's okay. If you don't have a ton of money and you get paid once a month or something like that, there's different things you can do. You can go get like meat that's pre-sliced, like Korean barbecue meat, pork, beef, chicken, and then put it in little baggies and then it'll like last you. And you can make these instant noodles into a really, really nice meal, actually. So, but there's so many people that are like, instant noodles, that's not food. It's like, oh, whatever. There are so many people that are hungry in the world. To be snobby about food, I think it's pretty disgusting. But anyway, I guess I'm snobby about instant noodles because I think people that are snobby are rude to instant noodles are lame. Does that make me a ramen snob? No, I'm not a ramen snob because honestly, I've not yet had a bowl of ramen from a restaurant that's topped like my absolute favorite. Like I've had better tonkatsu instant than I've had of ones from restaurants. No joking. No joking. And I'm sure most people are just like, what? You're insane. How can you think that? I'm just like, I think what I want. And that's how I feel. Ooh. Here we go. First off, look at the color of that broth. I love that. That's pretty. When I was in Thailand, man, the prawns that they would put on this stuff, just huge, meaty, and moist. Ugh. Yeah. Did I mention I enjoy a good prawn? So here's some mung bean sprouts on their last day of goodness. It says they expire tomorrow, but that's a lie. They are more than expired by tomorrow. So there's some of those. Now, as far as like taking photos of this stuff, I like to make sure and get the shrimp a little bit of the broth's color on them. It's not a lot really, but once that happens, I just feel better about it, And far be it from me to not feel good about how my prawns look. But one question never to ask me is what's the difference between shrimp and prawns? I'll claw your eyes out. Please comment below. Dark coriander. That just drives me nuts, I swear. I really like coriander when it's nice and light, but I think there's different types of coriander. AKA, if you're watching this in the USA, which is where I am, it's mainly called cilantro here, so yeah. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, this is some tasty stuff right here. I'm thinking like, yeah, look at that. Hello. Alright, well, let's give this a try. Shall we? Shall we do that? I think we shall. I'm really sorry I have to do this like on every video, but that's that's the price of admission here. So here are how the noodles look. Notice how they're thin. These aren't like noodles you'll find from Korea. They're much thinner. Mmm. Yeah. You can find this one. This is the kind of like the orangey pack. And then there's the silver pack. And the silver pack is just regular tom yum. Also, absolutely excellent. Here's our prawn. This is 31.44 count. Mmm. But yeah, anyway, I like Thai food a lot. So, yeah. Anyways, well, if you there we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so if you like this video, here's some other stuff to check out. Some more Thai related things, some new stuff from the company and all that. So yeah. Alright, this has been Hans the Ramen Rater wishing you enjoyment of your noodles every day. Have a good one and bye!